everybody. Welcome everybody. Hi. Hello. Oh, this hurts. Oh boy. I hope this was a good idea. Oh boy, my voice. Oh boy. Hi everybody. I don't know if this was a good idea, but I really missed you, so hello. Hi. How you guys doing? Hi. Hello. Wow, it's been so long. It's been so goddamn long. How have you guys been? Hello, everybody. Hi, Tony. Hello, Edjo. Hello, Foxy. Hi, Don Padre. Hello, Michael. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Bob. Hi, Fufu. Hi, everybody. Hi, Cyber. Hello. Hi, Foxy. Oh, Luigi, thank you so much for becoming a member. Hello. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I wanna scream how I usually do, but I can't. I wanna be like, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. But I can't. We scream for you? Hell yeah. Hi, Bailey. Excuse my grandma voice, because I still don't feel super duper well. But I definitely feel better today. Wow, how long has it been since our last stream? Last stream was the last donathon, right? That means it's been like 10 days, right? Right? Yeah, I think we ended the donathon on the 9th. On March 9th, so it's been 10 days. It's been 84 years, or how she says that in Titanic. Cause after the donathon, I went to Fufu's place, and we were there for a few days. Because we were there to help with some school stuff. Yeah. And then how long have we been at Fufu's place? I think we came back on Thursday. Thank you for the hat. Yeah, we were there from Monday to Thursday, and the day that we got home, or the next day, I don't know, when we got home, I got super sick. I spent the whole day in the whole night in the bathroom, so that was fun. And then I planned to stream on Sunday. I wanted to do Mice Little Kitchen. We were supposed to do cake, and the day before that, I was like, oh no, my throat is a little scratchy. I hope I'm not gonna be sick. And then the morning, when I woke up, when we were supposed to when we were supposed to do the Mice Little Kitchen stream, I was like, I can't talk. This hurts. So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm sick. And I've been sick ever since. And you know what's also really bad? I'm gonna have my period in 2 days, so if that wasn't enough suffering, I'm gonna get more, so yippee. I've been dying for the past how many days? Somebody help me. Hey, did you get good school food? Oh yeah, let me tell you about that. Oh boy. So, yeah, like I said, Grant, my voice is kinda cute. Do you like my slow grandma voice? This is gonna be a very cozy and chill stream. There's not gonna be any like high energy like screaming ah, cause I can't. So this is finally gonna be just a very cozy soft little stream. Yeah. Sorry. I have a tea here with me, but it's too hot. I can't drink it. It's good. I need to wait a little bit more. I felt like I said that in a very British accent. I have a tea here, but I can't drink it because it's too hot. The sickness is turning me British. Help. You've been dying and still alive sounds like a skill issue. What? Uh-huh? What do you mean? Like, am I supposed to die? What does that mean? Hello. Hi, Christian. Hello. Ice in tea? No. It needs to be hot. But not so hot that it burns my mouth. It needs to be like still very hot, but not hot so I get hurt. I'm a fan of you, thank you. Hey, I hope you're feeling better. A scratchy throat is always a bit of a bother. I hope you're doing great either way. Glad to see you with such comfy vibes. Thank you so much, Yosh Dog. That's very sweet. That's called iced tea? Well, yeah, but that's not good for when you're sick. Yeah. Not full ice, a small ice cube will simply cool it down. I guess so. I mean, we do have ice cubes. We have ice stars. Cause when we were at Fufu's place, we were like going around some shops cause I was looking for something I could hug when I sleep. Cause I have a big problem with sleeping without anything to hug. I have my hug plushies. I have 3 hug plushies. I have a pink dolphin, which is my favorite because it doesn't have long hair, and I don't like when plushies have hair and it's like on my face, you know. I don't like hair on my face. So that's my favorite plushie. And then I have a shark and I have a tiger, and they are both really nice too, but they have long hair, which like is, yeah, I prefer it without the hair. Yeah, and so all of them are here in my place, and I don't have anything at Fufu's place. So I was really having trouble falling asleep. It was very uncomfortable. So I was looking for a big plushie or something to hug, and we couldn't find it, but I found ice stars. I found a little something that makes ice look like little stars. So I bought it. So we have ice stars, not ice cubes. And they are really cute. I really like them. I can't wait to make some lemonade with them. That's gonna be really cute. Yeah. I need to blow my nose. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Ow. Sorry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you how we were at the school event with Fufu. So, the next day after the dawn of the next day after the dawn of fun, we went to Fufu's place, and sorry, hey, give me a second. I'm here. We went to Fufu's place. Hello, welcome, Kliski. Am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Kliski? Please correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Do you have some water nearby? I have some soda, and I have a really hot tea. Well, let me check if the tea is still that hot, but I think it's gonna be. Still kinda hot. Let's give it like 3 more minutes. Atamashi, hi! Hello! Welcome. Good to see you here. You sound adorable when you're sick. Oh, shush. Hey, bring me some soup. I need soup. We made a bit of our creamy garlic soup. And that was really nice. That was really nice for the throat. Since it's like creamy, it like very nicely like coated the throat, you know? That was nice, yeah. What was I talking? Oh yeah, about the school event. Do you drink a lot of tea when your throat is dry and you feel sick? If yes, do you have a type of tea that's your favorite? Yeah, the first day that I got sick, the first day that like my throat really hurt, I was drinking tea actually like non-stop. Like, I'm not joking. I must have drank like 3 liters of tea that day, cause my whole day was make tea, wait for it to cool down, drink the tea, go pee, make another tea, and repeat. I went to pee like 50 times that day, and I must have drank like 3 liters of tea. That was, yeah, but I think it really helped me, because the next day I didn't feel as sick, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I'm drinking mostly like those just like really cheap fruit teas, you know, like the little box you get at the store. You know, that's what I'm drinking. It's nice, it's yummy. And I was also drinking lots of milk with honey with a little pinch of cinnamon. That was really yummy too. Yeah, like hot milk with honey, and I just pinched a little bit of cinnamon in it. It's very sweet and very nice and yummy. Yeah. You know what my mom always did when I was sick as a kid? She always made me onions with honey. And if you know me, I am a big onion hater. I'm a big onion hater. So that was disgusting. Yeah, it was like diced onion in like honey. And you left it there for a little while, and the onion like turned like it like put it like onion juice. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak English. Onion juice, yeah. And that's what I was drinking, onion juice with honey, and I hated that. Yeah, I'm happy I don't have to do that again. Yeah, Yeah, I can take care of myself now, and I can do whatever I want. Yeah. Hello, Undead. Feeling alright? I'm feeling better. You know, I think yesterday was the worst sick day for me. Like, for most of the day I didn't have a fever, but my head was like pounding, you know, like my nose was full and my throat was scratchy and my eyes hurt and my ears hurt and my head hurt. Everything hurt, then my legs started to hurt and then like by the evening I had my like highest fever, like 37.7, and I felt like I was dying. I felt like I was on another planet. That was like the worst. But today I'm coughing a lot and I'm blowing my nose a lot, but my head is fine. My head is finally okay. My head is not pounding anymore. It doesn't feel like it's gonna explode anymore. Yay. Yeah. Just joined the stream while having triple chocolate cookie with milk. That sounds absolutely delicious. I'm jealous. Actually, I don't know. I haven't been feeling very like... When I'm sick, I don't crave any food. Like, I don't want any food, you know? I'm just eating because I have to. Which... I don't know. Yeah. Because if I didn't, then my stomach would start hurting really bad. When I don't eat like I should, then my stomach is like, oh yeah, now I'm gonna make you feel like you're dying. Yay! Like sometimes I hear people say like, oh, I forgot to eat today, and I'm like, yo, and you feel fine? If I did that, I think I would be dead. My stomach really doesn't like it when I don't eat. I have to eat at least a little something. Which I guess is good, you know, like I need to eat. Yeah. Excuse me. And now, if I finally stop talking about something else, I wanted to tell you how it was with the school event that we went to with Fufu. And yeah, so we went to Fufu's place because Fufu's old school asked him if he could help at this event that we helped also last year. It's this event for kids that's supposed to like convince them to go to the school and show them some cool stuff and yada yada. And I was supposed to go there with Fufu, but then on the last minute they kinda told me that like, oh, there's probably not gonna be much work anyway, so like you can stay at home if you want. And I mostly wanted to go there because there was supposed to be food, right? Like the last year that we went there. No, we helped with some things. I was like writing down some names and helping to like clean up and move some tables and chairs out of the way and stuff like that. And after all that, we could eat at this super great buffet. Yeah, that was awesome. So I was excited mostly for the food again. And Fufu promised me to bring me some food. So I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna do some work, you know? So I didn't actually go. Oh my god, I was so bored. I wish that I did go. because it was so goddamn boring at home. But I at least did some work, you know. And Fufu came back with some salads and some schnitzels and some sweets. So that was nice. And the next day, we went there again. This time I went there too, to clean up after the event. And they told some like cleaning ladies that like they don't have to go there. That, you know, we are gonna clean all the stuff, so they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to come there. But they did. So once we got there, everything was already cleaned up, and we were like, hey, you know, you didn't have to do all this, like we were supposed to do that. And they were like, oh, I don't know. So we just did a little something, you know, but it was mostly all done. But guess what? There was some leftover food. So after we were done, which was like after 15 minutes, we went into this like little kitchen, and there were like 5 big plates of food. One plate was full of cheese, the other plate was full of ham and sausages, and the other plate was full of fruits, and it was awesome. Yeah, so we were there for like an hour, I think, and we ate so much food. It was so good. It was good that we didn't have breakfast that day. So we could just eat all the stuff there. Yeah. Yeah. So I ate a lot of cheese and a lot of ham and lots of fruits. They had such good fruits there. They had like grapes and apples and melons. Not watermelons, unfortunately. I love watermelons, but they had like the normal melon, which I never really had. But I tried it and it was pretty good, but I still like watermelon more. I love watermelon. I can't wait for summer to finally have some watermelon again, you know? Yeah. 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 And I think my tea is gonna be drinkable now. Let me check. Yeah, it's pretty good now. Yay! Okay. So yeah, and then we just went back home, and I got sick. But also the tickets, the train tickets to Fufu's place, for some reason, the way back home was so damn expensive. Like, it never is this expensive. I don't know what happened, but like, it was so much. It was so expensive that it made us think like, yeah, we're probably not gonna be taking the train anymore. We're probably gonna just drive a car because it's less expensive than the train. That was horrible. That was so much money. Wait a second. I need to blow my nose again. Okay, I'm back. Just go by foot. It's like 500 kilometers I wonder how long that would take us. I'd say like 10 days, no? Maybe. Touch grass, bring a tent and a barbecue. Oh boy. Well, that would be a long, long trip, yeah. I kinda wanna try that. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds absolutely awesome. Just see how long you can walk. Okay, I need to blow my nose again. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm gonna spray my nose. Is that how you say it? Like the little nose sprays, you know? Yeah. I think I need that. Oh boy. Okay. And how are you guys feeling? Are any of you guys also sick? Cause I feel like there is a sick season, you know? Cause like it was getting hot. Like the excuse me. Like the weather was getting hot, you know? One day it was almost like weather for just a t-shirt, you know? And then suddenly the temperature went back to just like 5 degrees. So I feel like a lot of people are getting sick. No, are any of you guys sick too? I always afraid to use those because people get addicted. They do. I feel like Fufu might be addicted. Fufu is very into these nose sprays. I don't think you have to be afraid. It's fine. Just like, you know, don't be like, oh, I kinda cannot breathe now. Let me spray this in my nose. Like, just don't do it like 50 times a day, you know? Like, just do it like, I don't know. How many times can you use this a day? I would say like 3 or 4. I wouldn't really use them more than that. I think it can also like hurt your nose. Yeah. So kinda these past few days I've been kinda just like laying in bed watching Fufu play Kingdom Come. We started playing Kingdom Come 2 again. It's really just my favorite game now. Yeah, please play Kingdom Come. It's such a good game. I think it's like the best RPG game that you will ever play. It's so goddamn fun. It's both really dramatic and sad and super funny at the same time. I love it so much. And there are a lot of really cool quests that we missed when we played it for the first time. So now we are replaying it and we are doing all the fun quests that we missed. Yeah. Hi, bouncing rubber ball. I love your name. Hello, welcome. I've been playing too, kinda, but mostly I've been kinda just laying in bed and watching. I also started playing The Sims again. Yeah. I really like The Sims. And I haven't played them for a long time, so I was like, it's a pretty comfy game. I wanna play it again. So I made myself in The Sims 4, and I usually like make fufu too, and like, stuff like that. But this time I was like, you know what? Yeah, usually we play it on like very easy mode. We use a lot of cheats to like get ourselves some money so we can have a really cool house, and like if we don't like how some people look, we edit them to like make them more pretty, which sounds really bad, but I promise it's not. Because have you seen how some Sims NPCs look? Because it's like, yeah, like I was saying, I was like, let me play it on like let me just make myself in The Sims, play it, and just like don't use cheats, just like live the life, And I was looking for like, I wonder who I could like, flirt with, and I saw this one kinda pretty guy. I was like, ooh, I kinda like him. So I started flirting with him. He was kinda like the only pretty guy. So I started flirting with him. And it was going pretty okay, I think. But what was weird, when you flirt with like the NPCs in The Sims, you have like a heart meter, like you have the friendship meter, which is green, and it shows how good friends you are. And then you have like a love meter, which is pink, and it shows how you like each other, And what was weird that when I was flirting with that guy, I couldn't see any of like the love meter stuff, So I was like, that's really weird. But like I could flirt with him, so that means he's not gay. I was thinking he might be gay, but then the game wouldn't let me flirt with him if he was, so I was like, weird, I'm gonna try. So I was flirting with him and stuff, and then I got robbed. They added robbers in The Sims 4, which is really fun. And they stole my computer. Also, the robber's name is Robin Banks, which I think is super funny. My logic, I am irresistible, so the game must be broken. Just you wait, because I did figure out why it didn't give me any of the laugh stuff. But yeah, the robber stole my computer, and the next day, the guy that I liked came over to my place, and he just randomly started yelling at me. And I was like, yo dude, what did I ever do to you? You know what? Screw you. I don't want you here anymore. So I stopped talking to him. And then suddenly I get a notification like, you wanna go on a date? And I was like, yo, cool, okay. So we went on a date. The whole date he was ignoring me. So I was like, might as well try and flirt with some more NPCs. And once I did, I got a notification that he said like, oh, so I see how it is. Don't ever call me again, ever. And I was like, oh, yo, this is also new in the game. This never happened before. So I was like, yo, he's mad. But like, yo, he didn't pay any attention to me. So the next day I called him and I told him to come over, and he did, and it looked like that, we were still cool. And then I saw on his profile that it said, that guy was married. He has a wife. And he asked me on a date. and got mad when I talked to other people. The drama, right? Excuse me. But like I said, I was like, okay, fine, you butthole. You butthole. You butt. I guess I'm gonna try and find somebody else. But like I said, the people in Sims 4 look very, very strange. Let me find let me find you how they look. Cause I sent that into our Discord channel. I was yapping about this in our Discord channel. Cause it was so like, yo, I gotta tell that to everybody. So I started looking for some other romantic interest, and like this is what the Sims look like. Yeah. Like I'm sorry, you know, I don't wanna call people ugly, but like he do be kinda ugly, you know. Oh wait, it changed because I saved it with the same name. Wait a second, there's two of these really strange guys. Wait, there we go. And like, you know what's really funny, because like there are some NPCs that are actually made by people, like the main few NPCs. I think one of like the most famous one is probably Mortimer Goth. He's a hot guy. Hot NPC guy. Everybody loves that guy. But these are the NPCs that I guess were like generated randomly. And yeah, well like I said, I don't wanna call anybody ugly. But what I sorry, what was that? What I think is really funny is how, you know, this guy, he's black, right? But he has like the most white face features you've ever seen. And also he's blonde. And look at that hairy chest. And also this is just like his torso, but if you saw him like full body, his shoulders were tiny and his waist was gigantic. He looked like a walking water balloon. And then here's the second guy, which is pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah, I feel like those two are probably brothers, right? They look like brothers. Second guy is sexy. Cyber, I don't... Yeah, sure. He's kinda hot! Wait, which one? Also, the first guy looks like he's mewing. Oh boy. So, the only pretty guy in the game was a cheating butt who had a wife, and I was the side chick, you know. So I was like, well, if I cannot have a pretty boy, I'm just gonna make a pretty boy. So I made Fufu. I made Fufu for me, which is a little bit like, you know, I wanted to find like actually a guy in the game, but Fufu is the prettiest anyway. So like, yeah, I know. I think what would be really fun for me is The Sims 4 has like so much DLCs, so much, oh boy. And one of them is like a romantic DLC which adds a dating app. So I think that could be really fun, but not for the heckin' price of $40. Holy moly, that's like a whole separate game. You know? The DLCs for Sims 4 are just the most expensive things you've ever seen. If you bought Sims 4 the full game, meaning the Sims 4 with all the DLCs, it would probably be the most expensive game ever. I think somebody said that it would be over $1,000. So like, yo. But now, I must admit that we did buy a few of those DLCs. Always when there were sales, you know. But still, it was like $20, which is like, yo, for a DLC? You kidding? Boy. Yeah, so that's a shame. You know, I think we really need a lot more life simulator games. There are just not enough of those, I think. You know? And like when they are just like kinda meh. I've seen a lot of people make like games that are kinda pretty much exactly like The Sims, which is kinda like, yo, dude, that kinda just like, can you make something more original, you know? You know, I feel like we need a better life simulator game. I was talking about this with Fufu today. Like if I ever wanted to make a game, I would make a life simulator game. That would be, you know, similar to The Sims, but it would actually be kind of fun, actually. Like I like The Sims, but when you play it for a few hours, it can get very boring, very fast. What's with all the overpriced DLCs these days, right? Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't buy too many games that have like too many DLCs. But yeah, I know that there's a lot of those games these days. Yeah. Did you take your medicine? Yes, I did. Kinda every life sim is just knockoff of The Sims, right? Yeah, like I was thinking about like making my own game, you know, a few times, but I was like, probably not. I have like no ideas for a game. But what if the game was not about like anything? It would be just life. It would be just life, and people could make it whatever they would want it to be. Kinda like Minecraft, you know? Like Minecraft doesn't have a story, it's just an open world and you do what you want. You know? I think making a game like that would be pretty cool. But at the same time, it's too much work. It's too much work. Let me drink my tea. into Minecraft, really. Mm-hmm. Like, I think some things that really are like missing is especially more fun NPCs, you know? Like, I want the NPCs to actually have a life and a personality, you know? You know. Like, I want them to have their routine. They go to work, they go home, they do something else, they have hobbies. And like, you can actually have some like conversations with them would be cool. Which, like, you know, I know it's easy to say, because I think the biggest problem maybe with that could be that in like life simulator games, there are like multiple generations of people. And like, you cannot really have a unique something for all of them. Like, there's pretty much like infinite amount of characters, right? Because you can just, you know, people die and people, you know, get born. That's how life works. Yay. Excuse me. Bye, oh boy. So, but I think it could be done somehow, you know? I don't know. Also, having like a more open world, and you can maybe also like have a car or a bike or something, could be really cool too. Yeah, I don't know. And also, like, you could do like that you could actually kinda like progress in the game somehow, like Stardew Valley did, you know? Like, Stardew Valley is like a farming simulator, you know? But you have some little quests that you can do. And the more and more you do the quests, the more you like progress at the game, and then like suddenly you have a whole new island to explore and stuff like that, you know? That's really cool. I feel like that could also be a fun thing. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of life simulators are just lazy. Very, very lazy. I think there's this one life simulator being made. The graphics look like mind-blowing, you know? It's like a super realistic game. I don't know, it's Inzoa? Inzoi. Yeah, it's called Inzoi. It's not done yet. And I heard that they were having some like problems with the game, so who knows when it will be done, if it will be done. And at the same time, it looks beautiful. But I'm very, very skeptical. It looks like it would be super laggy just from how heckin' detailed everything is. I don't know. I don't think the game will run very smoothly and that everything will be like super great, but I don't know. Who knows? Could be cool. Yeah. Yeah, the Korean Sims, exactly. And I need to blow my nose again. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Sorry, I was muted. What was I saying? Am I okay now? Sorry about that. Yes, I will show you some screenshots. But yeah, I am skeptical. I don't know why exactly, but I just don't think it's gonna be that great. I think it's gonna have lots of problems, but I don't know. But yeah, this is what the graphics look like. Like, they look mind-blowing. Like, actually, like, wow. This is like what the game looks like, and this is what the character creation looks like. It's just like so super detailed. And if this is actually a good games that runs smoothly, I'm gonna be in heaven. Yeah. That's gonna be absolutely amazing. What game is this? It's Inzoi. Let me write it in chat. Inzoi. It's not finished yet though. But yeah, it looks absolutely wonderful, but I am very skeptical. But that means maybe I'm gonna be very pleasantly surprised, you know? Yeah. So yeah. Maybe it's gonna be very fun. Once it comes out, maybe we can play it on stream. Yeah, that could be cool. Also, you can have, I see some screenshots where you can have cats in the game. So heckin' yeah. Heckin' yeah. It will be released 28th March. Wait, already? Wait, really? I thought it's gonna be like next year or something. Well, let me check. I gotta put that in my wish list then. Inzoi. Oh yeah, you're right. Holy moly. Well, I'm really excited for that. But at the same time, I'm very scared. It also feels like very overwhelming. I saw some like stuff from the build mode. And you really do have a lot of options. Maybe a bit too many. Also, you can use AI for stuff which, you know, I have my opinions on AI, but I guess this is like fine, you know. I think you can like have a AI pattern on like on stuff, you know. Yeah, it doesn't have to be bad, I guess. I don't know. AI is scary nowadays. I'm not gonna start the conversation on AI, because then we would be here for 10 hours. I mean, like, very shortly, I very much don't like AI. Very much, not a very much don't know, not a big fan. That's my opinion. Yeah. I'm excited for Elden Ring night something to come out. Ooh, cool. Hi Lord Peace, hello, how you doing? Well, I wonder how expensive it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be very expensive, but when you like compare it to buying free DLCs for The Sims, it's not that bad probably. I agree, the only AI we like is Foxy. I mean, like, not every AI is bad. I feel like there are lots of good ways to use AI. I mean, I don't mind when people use AI to ask questions, you know? Like, you just ask ChatGPT like, hey, how do you do this thing? And it tells you like step by step how to do something, which can be really nice. And also like, I think AI VTubers are pretty cool, you know. That's really interesting. You know. I know it's used in some hospitals. I think some games are gonna start using it for their NPCs, which is gonna be super duper cool, you know. We played the AI vampire game, which was awesome, where you like actually talked with the NPCs and they like replied to you based on what you said. Yeah, like it can be cool when it's used for good, you know, but it can also be very easily used for bad. And like, you know, yeah. AI can be very, very scary. It's a tool, how people use it is the issue, end of story. Yeah, I guess so. But it's a very, very powerful tool, you know? It's like of course this is gigantic hacking exaggeration. But if you had like how do I say this? I was about to say something super smart and then I immediately forgot it, so... Oh boy. I don't know. It's like if you... Okay, imagine... This is absolutely a gigantic exaggeration, of course. But imagine you could make somebody a god, you know? You gave people the tool to become gods. And of course, yeah, people can do absolutely amazing things if they are gods, but they can absolutely do absolutely horrible things. And now the question is, well, in that case, if people can do absolutely terrific, horrible things, should the tool even exist? You know, like if it can be this dangerous, wouldn't it be better if it just didn't exist? Like, sure, people can do cool stuff and good stuff with it, but people can also be really evil. So does it mean it's better to probably not do that? Yeah, probably. Of course, that's like, AI doesn't make us gods, but it does do evil things. I think we would be probably better without it, but like, I mean, we can't stop that, so like, you know? I would be an awful god, please do not make me one. What would I do if I was a god? Like, what could you, I guess if you are a god, you can do anything, right? What would I do? I think I would grab, I think I would yeet Elon Musk into space. That's probably one of the first things I would do. But we don't want to get political here, do we? But I mean, I hope we can all agree that that guy is pretty evil. He's bad. And if there's anybody here who's like, no, Elon is good, I'm not sure if I want you here, okay? I'm sorry, but like, yeah, that guy is just, he's bad. He's dangerous and he's bad. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but also not sorry, you know. Yeah. But then I don't know what I would do. Maybe I would like, no, I think I would help some people. No. But who knows? I don't want that kind of power. Don't make me a god. I would probably hide it. If I could, then I would hide it and I would just use it for myself, you know? Just like from time to time. You know, like when I wouldn't, I don't know. I would just like live my life and then I would be like, then something would happen, like, I don't know, there would be like a really big forest fire and I would be like, oh, pew, no fire anymore, woo, it's gone. Or like somebody from my family would get hurt, so I would be like, oh, no, you are not hurt anymore. Like I wouldn't just like immediately start like, oh, no war here and no this here and this will change and these people will die and these people will live forever. Nah, I think I would just do it very slowly. Just kinda over time decide what needs to be changed. Who knows? Kind of like blowing your nose on Fufu's sleeve? What? If done with love, it's good. But with malice, Mike gets drunk on godlike power and I'm sorry you're feeling sick. What? Huh? What does that mean? Yep, he's a bad guy. I'm happy we agree. I would make humans more intelligent on average. No, make them dumber. You see how animals are stupid and they are just happy. Make us stupid. That's better. Intelligence is dangerous. We are too smart for our own good. Make us stupid. Let's no longer talk about Elon. Nah. Like, I have a lot of thoughts about Elon and some other people. The Orange Man. But if you wanna hear my opinions, we were actually talking about it on in the Saison's channel on our Discord, so I don't know. We can talk about that there if you'd like, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't wanna be political, but like when stuff is bad, it's bad, you know? I think that's just true. Me. But without intelligence, we wouldn't have Maifu. That's true. I am here because somebody was smart enough to make a computer. Thank you, computer mister, for making a computer. Yay! Okay, only some people can be smart. But some people should be a little dumber, I feel like. I agree with that. Making people smarter is maybe not the best idea, but please don't make them more stupid than they already are. There is no way to win. There is no way to win. You cannot make them smarter and you cannot make them dumber because both is bad. Have you seen how big the first computers has been? Yeah. Ginormous. Ginormosaurus. I think we should go back to being dinosaurs. How about that? Or monkeys. Yeah. Just be monkey. I wanna be a bird. Birds are so nice. Let's make everybody birds. I like birds. Maybe instead of tampering with their intelligence, make people kinder. Yes! How did nobody think of that? Are we all stupid? Oh my god! Wait! How did we not think of that? I seriously did not think of that! Oh boy, my mind is rotten. I think I'm spending too much time on the internet and I'm losing faith in humanity. Yeah, just make us nice. Just make everybody nice. People can be nice. If people would be nice, life would be so nice. I think I need an intelligence boost. Damn it. And you wanted to make people more stupid? I wanted to make us monkeys. Yeah, do not make me a god. Do not make me a god. No. Bye. Why am I sweating so much? I suddenly started sweating a lot. I think it's because I'm sick. Do you sweat when you're sick? I usually don't, but my dad always does. When he always gets a little bit sick, he always tells me like, oh, today I was sweating so much. I was sweating a little bit yesterday too, but today I'm sweating like crazy, and I'm like, yo, huh? But yeah, sometimes you do that sometimes. I wanna be a duck. Yeah, ducks are OP. Ducks are overpowered as hell. They can do everything. I wanna be a duck. Oh my god, yeah. I wanna be a duck. Now you need rest and recovery. My brain fog is normal when you're sick. I guess so, yeah. I guess so. I'm happy that I can talk to you again. You know, I really missed you. It's been 10 heckin' days! 10 heckin' days! Was it the most that I've ever, not streamed? Maybe. I don't think I ever took a longer break than a week. I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember, but yeah, this is long. This is long. Hi Evie, hello, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. Excuse me. Well, hi Ribombi, hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Wow, if it isn't our beautiful Mayfo, I missed you, cutie. Yeah, I missed you guys too. Wow, I'm gonna cry. I'm not, but I missed you. We have so many fun streams to do. We finished the Donophone, and a lot of the Dono goals were just really fun streams. So we gotta do them. Yeah. Next week I should be fine. I should not be sick anymore. I should not have my period anymore. I should finally be free next week from all the pain. My body hates me. So we're gonna do all the fun stuff. Plus, also one of the dono goals was a horror week. We're gonna make 1 week full of just horror stuff. Horror games, yeah! I'm excited, but I don't know if it was a good idea. Excuse me. I just gotta pick the kind of horror that I'm not super afraid of. You know? Like I said, I think we're gonna play the OG Slenderman game. And we're gonna play more Outlast with Fufu. We haven't played Outlast for so long. Also, what we haven't played for so long is Minecraft. We gotta do some Minecraft next week. And I wanted to play Miss Side and a lot of other games. I can't remember, but yeah, a lot of horror games on my list. So I'm excited to play them. Yeah, the first horror game we ever played on on here was the Spookies Jumpscare Mansion. And I picked that game because I was like, oh, it looks cute and I think it's not that scary. Like people say that it's like not as scary, you know? It's goddamn horrible. It's absolutely heckin' horrible. It's the most scariest heckin' game that I've ever played and I don't ever want to see the game again. And I didn't even get to the scary levels. The game at the beginning tells you that like, oh, you need to go through 100 levels to finish the game. So you go through the first 100 levels and then you're like, wait, it's not finished. It's not done. So you go through more and 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 more. And it feels like the game never ends. And once you get to, I think, level 600, that's when things get serious. That's when things go absolutely heckin' crazy. I think I got to level like 150 and I was already pooping my pants. I hated that. That was the most scared that I ever was. Yeah. That was absolutely terrifying. Much worse than Outlast for sure. But it very much depends on like what you guys are scared of, you know? I need to blow my nose again. Come back. I'm back. I would love to play some cool horror games like Repo or Lethal Company, but no one wants to, and I know those games too much. You need to become a VTuber too, Mufufu. You need to be a VTuber. That way you can play with people. Foxy, you are playing Repo, right? I think I saw you. I think I saw on Discord that you were playing the game. Is it good? I'm always a little bit scared of these types of games, cause it's tons of fun, really. I'm always a bit like, well, is this just a cash grab? Because like, these games are popular now, you know? And I'm scared that some people might be making them just because it's trendy now. And you know, people then say like, oh, this game is just like Lethal Company, but there's this one little change, and I'm like, that sounds so lazy. What the hell? Like, it's It's just a copy of another game with a little bit of things changed to it. That just sounds like a cash grab to me. But I mean, people seem to enjoy those games too, so I don't know. Who am I to say? You know, but sometimes it feels weird when people say like, oh, it's exactly like this game. But it's a little bit different. But it's exactly like this other game that's also very, very popular, and like, that's suspicious. Repo is very different, really fun, really. It's $9. I would say it's very, very, very well worth it. Really? Ooh, you wanna play it? Would you like to play with me, Foxy? We could grab Sean and Tama again and play together. But yeah. Well, I tried playing Lethal Company with Fufu, and we returned it because I didn't like it. But I really enjoyed content warning. That was really fun. Like when you carry valuables and you bonk them on edges, they lose value. Ooh. You can even break them. I would play it with you guys. It could be fun. Yeah, and it could also go into the horror week that I'm gonna be doing. Maybe. But yeah, I'm always really scared of these games. Cause I just, I just don't want it to be that someone saw Lethal Company and was like, oh wow, this game is popular, let me make an exactly the same game, but let me change some stuff so I don't get, I don't get in trouble. I'm always scared that that's gonna happen. And I don't wanna support those types of games. Hi Kevin, hello. I think you would like Rebo if you would play it with more people. That's how game genres are formed. Someone discovers a blueprint and others copy a blueprint while innovating within it. Yeah, I get that. Fumu. Yeah, but there's a very fine line? Blurry line? I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell where inspiration ends and copying begins, but that's kind of like with everything. Yeah, I just don't want it to be like the exact same copy. Just, but people seem to be really enjoying Creepo, so I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong here, but yeah. It's very original, many new things. Oh, really? Yeah, I think it's probably good. I think I'm just too skeptical. I think I'm too skeptical about stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I'm like lately I've been seeing just lots of just mean stuff on the internet, and I hope it's not affecting me. Like I used to like going on Twitter, I used to like going on Instagram, but lately it's just been a mess. I don't know what happened. Like one day my Twitter is full of like beautiful art and VTubers and cool people, cool talented people. And then the next day it's people telling other people to die. I'm like, yo, no. And it's just people getting so mad. Have you guys seen the post from Chess? And they made a post asking like what would you call this piece? And it was bishop. You know, the chess piece, bishop. And they asked like, oh, what how else would you name this piece? And oh my god, is it just my Twitter? People got so mad. It was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. They were like, it's Bishop, how dare you even consider a different name? This is like hate against Christians and stuff, and like go unalive yourself, you butthole. And like, yo, chill. Like one woman said that, oh haha, my little daughter calls the king a pretzel because she thinks he kinda looks like a pretzel. And people were like telling this woman how she failed as a parent and she should heckin' die. And like, but it looks like a pretzel, it's cute. What do you mean? How can you be so miserable? How can people be so miserable? I don't understand. It's fascinating how just people can get mad at everything. It's a chess piece. It's a chess piece. And also, so many other countries don't call the bishop. I like in other languages it can be hunter. It can be in Czechia we call it shooter. No, but people are like, oh, this is against Christians and stuff, and like, yo, help. And like most of my Twitter now is this kind of thing. It's also mostly Elon for some reason. Why do I have so much Elon on my Twitter? I wish I could block him, but he doesn't let you. So, you know, but it's actually been kinda good, because I used to get stuck on my phone for hours, and now I'm like, I open Instagram and there is just meh, there's nothing on there, there's just poop, smelly poop on there. So I open Twitter and there's even smellier poop on there, so I'm like, it's time to live a real life, I guess. So it's, you know, it's been good in that way, I guess. You know, the problem with X, for example, is you can earn money, so people post any rage bait stuff for interactions. That's absolutely horrible, I know, that's just why. You know, like, I like Twitter. It's how I got my people. It's how I got people to watch me. I'm afraid someone here is an owl in disguise. I know that joke. You cannot make me say that. I know that joke. I would say who? And you would say, ah, it's you. Hi Spirit, welcome. I don't even have Twitter, so no idea. Yeah, I mean, for me Twitter is how I found most people. You know, how I found VTubers that I like and how people found me. When I was starting on Twitter, I was posting a lot. And I was like joining some silly trends and stuff. And one silly trend that I joined, which was like, you know, something like, oh, let me rate my like character design from 1 to 10, and I will rate yours. Something silly like that. And that post blew up. It blew up. People were messaging me like, yo, Mai, you are trending. And I'm like, what does that mean? I didn't even know what that meant. What do you mean I'm trending? Trending. But yeah, it got a big boom. And for a couple of days I was getting like 100 followers a day, and I was like, yo, what? I got very lucky. I got very lucky. And you know, once my VTuber model was done, I already had quite a lot of people who were following me, so that when I had my debut, I actually had 20 people on my debut. You know, if I didn't have Twitter, if I just started streaming to nobody, maybe I would give up again, who knows? But I already had a few people. Like I had 20 on my debut, and then on my next stream, I think I had like 5 people there, which is amazing. That like doesn't happen, you know? It's really difficult to stream to nobody. So I got lucky that I was having a few people there. Usually, like I think on a few of my one-shot streams, I didn't have anybody there. At least for like the first hour of the stream, there was just nobody there, and then maybe like 2 people joined. But like that's still good, and it's all thanks to you know, thanks to Twitter. People found me there, and they liked my design, and they were like, oh, cool. And she makes art. You know, I think some people also told me like, oh, I saw your art and I thought it was really cool. So, yay. Yeah, that little post that blew up kinda had my art in it. I think I drew myself like in a little sleepy pose, and I think people liked that, and that's how it got the big boom. Yeah. So, you know, like this, I like Twitter. That's also how I found a lot of cool VTubers. You know, a lot of them, lots of really cool VTubers. So Twitter can be cool, but lately it's just been, oh, you should KYS. No, you should KYS. No, wait, that doesn't. Yeah, it means, yeah. No, you. I hate you. No, I hate you more. And women are garbage. Oh, how dare you say that women are garbage. And like, yo, I just wanna see cool VTubers again. God damn it. I remember seeing you show up on my Twitter randomly and thought that exact thing, like, oh my god, very cute design, yay! That's how I usually find VTubers too. Like, I'm like, ooh, she looks beautiful, so I give her a little follow. Yeah, that's how I found a VTuber that I was obsessed with. I just randomly scrolled on like it was a video about, it was showing the V-Bridger on that model, and I was like, yo, this is the most beautiful model that I've ever seen. And I also never ever saw V-Bridger before, so it was like, yo, cool. And then I was obsessed with that VTuber for months. And then stuff happened and I cannot watch their streams anymore. But that's okay. I would yap about that, but you know, I can't. I don't wanna start beef with anybody. Yeah. It's also very one-sided. Like that person probably, I mean, they knew me kinda, we talked a little bit, but then they suddenly were like, nah, you know, and I think they already forgot about me, and I am still very sad. It's been months, and I am still very sad. But that's okay. I need to get over it, like seriously, I need to get over it. Holy moly. That's why it's always good to be on multiple. What other apps do you think it's good to be on? Like I also found a few VTubers on YouTube Shorts. But I don't know. What else do you think is good? Guess I'm weird by finding them on YouTube? How do you find them on YouTube? Just by the For You page? Or through shorts? Or through like rates and stuff? How do you find them? I think on YouTube I found a bunch of super cool VTubers, but they were all mostly corpo VTubers. On Twitter I found tons of just like very indie VTubers like I am, you know? Sometimes I find somebody on YouTube and I think that they are an indie VTuber like me, and then I realize that no, they're not. They are in a corpo, which is not bad, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's difficult to find just simple indie VTubers just on YouTube, I think. My ever heard of the Dax song? I wanna know your thoughts. Do you not know? That's our song! That's our song! The Dax song is very special here because it was the first ever song that I ever sang. Here, I was very shy and I was like, you know, this song is silly. I can maybe sing this song, and we were singing it. We sang it ever since. Unlike every karaoke stream, we sing the duck song. I love the duck song. I still think it's a misunderstanding and that person just being a mess with replying. Maybe I can talk about it more on Discord, but definitely not on YouTube. Blue Sky doesn't hurt? I was on Blue Sky for a little while, and the algorithm the algorithm there was so bad. It was such a bad algorithm. I was having it was just porn, but like, you know, I don't mind me some pretty sussy art, like if sometimes it's very nice and I like it, but this was not pretty. It was so, ew, no, why would you show me that? Yeah, so much porn. You didn't? I like logged in for the first time ever, so don't tell me it's like, oh, what you search is what you get on your For You page. No! I was very new there. I was very new there. And it was all porn. It was all corn. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to look at that. Same when I made my account? Really? Nice. I'm happy I'm not the only one. The first VTuber I actively watch, I found her on the YouTube start page while looking for Suika game streams because I couldn't sleep. Sometimes when I wanna watch some streams and nobody I know is live, I just search hashtag VTuber and I search for live streams. And sometimes I find cool people there. Sometimes. I think I found like 2 people like this. I do admit that I didn't wander outside Holo until a couple years ago. It was mainly because personal preference though, rather than lack of options, I recall. I was like when the generation of Hoyo myth came out, like, you know, Gura and Kali and Kiara. I was kind of a fan. I was like, yo, this is cool as heck. That's kind of like how I found VTubers, you know. But I guess I did know about Kizuna Ai, but not like a lot. So I was like, yo, this is cool and stuff. But I didn't really get into VTubers that much. I don't know, I think I just couldn't really find any. And if I did, they were just like super duper big, and I wasn't really into these like super duper big VTubers, you know? And I couldn't really find any smaller ones, I didn't really know how. And then like I started searching more and more, because I got like interested when I was making my own VTuber, and I wanted to like see more, see what other people do. And I found one that I really liked. Yeah, be right back looking for corn on blue sky. Oh god. I think by now they probably fixed it, so it doesn't show so much like really bad corn, I must say. Like sometimes I get some corn on my Twitter, and it's usually not bad. Usually I'm like, ooh, pretty, you know. You know? But yeah, nah, this was very bad, very bad, very bad. Wow. Corn, why not potatoes? I like potatoes. I like both. I love corn. Do you guys like corn? We have a cornfield in town, and don't tell this to anybody. But sometimes I might maybe borrow a few pieces. Just borrow them. And I boil it, and I put butter and salt on it, and it's delicious. It's delicious. I love corn. Corn is awesome. And my head is starting to hurt kinda. I think I need to not look in a screen for some time. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, but it was so nice talking to you finally. I missed you. I think this really might be the longest time that I didn't stream. And I missed you. I missed you so much. I really like you guys, you know? I mean, like, I like you a lot. But don't tell that to anybody, okay? It's a secret. But I like you. You guys are cool. Well, I think I'm gonna go rest a little bit. I'm gonna make another tea. I'm gonna make some food. And I'm just gonna chill for a little while. And now, let me check if anybody else is live right now. If we can rate anybody. Let's see. Tama is still streaming. Hell yeah! Tama is drawing. So go say hi to Tama. She is making a fan art for Spectra. So yeah. Go say hi to Tama. Tama is an absolute sweetheart. If you don't know Tama, I think you will like her. I think you will really like Tama. Yeah, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate it. I'm happy I could talk to you again. and yeah, if it's, as always, if it's also night for you, then I wish you a good night. And if it's not, then I wish you a wonderful day. Wait, excuse me. And I will see you guys, I don't know when. We might do another, maybe some surprise stream this week. Maybe we can actually do the Mice Little Kitchen this Sunday, if I feel okay. If my tummy doesn't hurt. So we will see. Thank you. And I will see you later. I will see you some other time. Bye everybody. Bye.